Hey everybody. Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Thanks for being here. And I'm stoked to do some readings and make some connections today. I'm just gonna load YouTube on my phone so I can look at the chat. If you have a question, and I'm animal sitting, so you hear or see some animals come into the picture, that's why. Hi, baby. Hello, sweetie. If you have a question, hey, Rhonda. If you have a question, feel free to post it in the live stream chat. If you'd like to skip to the front of the chat, you can make a donation to my PayPal or my Cash App. All right, so I'm starting from the top of the chat. Hi, Luna. Hey, Alessandra. Hi, Universe. Hey, Tatiana. What's up, Roxana? It's good to see y'all. Jane. Will my love N, who is an Aries, call me today? I'm a Capricorn. Okay. All right, let's see here. Will N call Jane today? I don't think they're going to call today, but I have a feeling that they're going to call, but I don't think it's going to be today. I think you might find yourself actually spending some time, instead of like thinking about this thing or waiting for this thing to happen, maybe there's something that you could be doing in the meantime to kind of be empowering yourself, because I don't see them calling today. I see a lot of like waiting here and like standby, kind of almost to the point of being on guard. I feel like the energy is just so vibrant from you, which is chill, that's fine. But some people might not be able to match that or be in a space of matching that. So I don't see them calling today. Hi, baby. Yeah. Alessandra. The future of Alessandra and Rigo. All right. Future energy. And let's do the nothing but feelings spread. This is, Alessandra, what do you feel in regards to the situation with Rigo? Do you feel good about it? Do you feel hopeless? Do you feel like you're trying to hold on to something and you're the only one trying to hold on to it? Is there good communication here? Hi, sweetie. Is Alessandra here? I kind of feel like there's an energy in the near future here of I feel like it's kind of realigning or reassigning where someone's energy is going. That's okay. Because I feel like there's one person here. Well, Alessandra, on your side, but you tell me how you feel because you know better than me how you feel. It seems like someone here is still fighting for this. And the other person, Rigo, is kind of like holding on to what they've got going on right now. And they're not really in a space of even kind of just being their full self and allowing for abundance and some type of happiness with you, some type of connection with you. And I'm also seeing maybe on your side, there's this sense of maybe um, hopelessness or like helpless, feeling a little bit helpless. So I don't see Alessandra here. I'm gonna have to continue and keep going. But as far as the future of you and this person is concerned, I feel like there's people are still in their own spaces, it seems like, especially with this Page of Pentacles here in reversed. They're just not, it's just the situation is not really in a space to be kicking off. It seems like people are kind of separated here. I've got the advice with the Fool in reverse, with the Magician in the reverse. There's rethinking about why there's a full stop to this thing, if there is a full stop to this thing. Something that's not manifested because it's not quite in the correct context. Not everybody's on the same page. And so I think that the advice here with this Fool in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse, what I'm kind of feeling like is like the Magician and the Fool at the beginning of an adventure. They're at the beginning of the deck in the major arcana. And the way that those cards proceed through their story, the way that they move forward is through correct context and not using your powers or your resources for manipulative purposes. They're in alignment with moving forward because they're using their willpower in the correct way, I guess is what I'm saying. So it seems like people need some more time here, or each person individually is kind of kicking off their own life, and I think the focus needs to be on each individual person. That's what I'm seeing as the advice, which kind of correlates with the future energy here with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Universe, how is my school likely to play out this semester? I'm guessing that what you're asking, and you can tell me if this is incorrect, is how your school semester is going to go for you, as far as yeah, how successful you're going to be with it, maybe. So what is this? What does this school semester look like for universe? What type of energy will they be experiencing? You're really going to want to get yourself in spaces of being able to focus and maybe even incorporating new learning practices, like getting into groups, because I feel like sometimes there's the tendency here, and it might be from anxiety, it might be from fear, it could just be repeated behavior patterns or ways of going about doing school that maybe don't work for you, but that are super normalized in the school setting. So you could try some new things here to get yourself focused. Yeah, there's imbalance here. And a Six of Wands. I feel like this semester is going to be challenging, but I feel like you're definitely up for the challenge, and you're definitely going to be seeing this through. It's going to require, this wands here is usually talking about action, taking action. This is not something where you're just kind of sitting on the sidelines hoping that like you get an opportunity to like make something up by doing, I don't know if extra credit is a thing where you're at, but it's like sometimes if you are slacking, your professors might give you the opportunity or an option to remake it up. If there are any opportunities like that, trying these new things, really applying yourself, really being like in the school mode, like being us in the student mode, like getting yourself in that mindset, whatever that means to you. Like I said, however you figure out you best learning. Like I went through college pretty much like on YouTube, just learning everything I could on my own. It might have been helpful for me to be in a group setting, but I was so stubborn and opposed to it. Oh yeah. I would take advantage of stuff like that. And you don't need to even if you might feel a pull to go back to doing things the way that you were doing them, it might have just been out of fear of moving forward or fear of being successful, or like the change that comes with you as a person once you start kind of accomplishing things in the realm of school. Because I know school can be pretty tricky because the whole structure, like, I don't know where you are at or where you're going to school, but like in the United States, the school structure is so awful. It's so memory based, and it's not like conducive to the way that people naturally think. At least that was my experience. So you got to kind of get yourself out there, either by doing YouTube, getting in groups, doing this like makeup work, really push yourself, and you will absolutely be very successful this semester. Just look at that Six of Wands, that wreath that this person's got around, that wand, that's victory. They even got it on their head because they've got some sense of like control and confidence, I feel like, over their thoughts in relation to their actions. You're very welcome. Okay, and the chills all over my body. All right, so hello everybody that's in here, that's been coming in. If you have a question, feel free to leave it in the live stream chat. If you'd like to skip to the front of the chat, feel free to make a donation to my PayPal or my Cash App. And thanks for all my new subscribers. Thank you for coming to the channel. It's great to see you. Hey, Ekra. Tatiana. General reading. Let's see here. I want to do a past, present, and a future with you, actually. Noticing a pair of eyes. They're a pair of bluish green eyes. And I can't tell if they look calm. I think they look calm, but they also look kind of tired. So that's what I'm seeing right now. So this is a past, present, future general reading for Tatiana. We've got the past here. Okay, state of contemplation, hanged person. Present, 10 of Wands. Maybe you've been sick of something. You've been thinking about how to get past it, how to move through it. And you're just kind of burnt out, pretty much over it. I don't know if you've relieved this thing. I've got this Page of Wands in reverse, so I feel like maybe this thing is still around. Whatever this situation that you found yourself in here, that's very quite burdensome, possibly. And maybe in the past position, I've got the hanged person. So you might be in a constant state. Hanged person kind of transcends past, present, and future, because it can be a perspective that you are continuously developing. I dropped some cards here. I dropped the High Priestess with the Five of Cups in reverse. And I'm thinking that has something to do with this situation. Especially because the Five of Cups is actually related to past circumstances and situations. And there is a situation I feel like you had to move away from. There, it's very much tied into your intuition here, your higher knowing. And that's actually what I'm feeling from this this hanged person as well. It's just a person seen from a different perspective, very much like reflecting on the past and moving forward. I can see that it's maybe still a struggle here. I want to get some clarifier for this 10 of Wands in reverse. But it is a 10. It's something that's coming to a head. In this future position, I've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So I feel like somebody is wanting to start something new, or really wanting to feel an influx of inspiration, but it's not quite here. And I kind of feel like it's going to come from allowing the past issues to dissolve or heal here. Let's get some messages about this. 10 of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands. So maybe this is having to do with a situation that you've been waiting for, some type of celebration. I don't know if this is having to do with your actual housing unit, or maybe moving out of a housing situation that was kind of burdensome to you. There's some stagnation here. I feel like there is some stagnation. This is definitely a period of waiting, but it's not going to be forever. It's not going to be forever. There is some discontentment here in the present situation, but I feel like after a little bit of waiting or pushing through, or if this is something that you feel like you need to drop, if there's some type of friendship that you feel like you need to drop because it's burdensome and you've been wondering what to do about it, yeah, maybe this is what this is about. This is about maybe in relation to somebody else or a previous relationship or something like that. I felt there is a period of moving forward here, but it's coming at a time of delay. And I feel like you might actually have some control over this. I do feel like you have some aspect you absolutely have control over what your future of this situation is going to look like. I kind of feel like it's a matter of continuing to coming from a reflective state, continuing to listen to your intuition, maybe staying away from folks that kind of bring you down or have been stressing you out, maybe making some sort of break from them. Um, Maybe you're going out celebrating by yourself instead of with this person. Maybe you're moving away from them if this is a household situation. Messages about the same person. But it is something that you take action on because you are really feeling you're getting yourself enthused, I feel. Maybe you're thinking about ways in which you can enthuse yourself to motivate yourself to get through this situation, this stagnation or this burnout here. Because I feel like a resolve is coming to this issue. I feel like it's moving forward from the past, maybe moving away from someone that was disappointing you, was disappointed. Um, yeah, that had disappointed you. Kind of getting in the flow, getting back in the flow of going in the flow. Because I feel like there's been some stagnation here, but I feel like that's going to get resolved um, once you rely on your own intuition and your own energy and inspiration. You know, relying on who you are as a person and your energy moving forward from the past and taking some solid action steps, maybe by creating some structure and some boundaries with maybe folks that have disappointed you or situations that have disappointed you. Hey, Yusra. Yusra, will I meet my life partner in the next 6 months? I feel like within the next 6 months, your understanding of maybe your role in relationships, and I feel like the ways in which they have maybe deflated you over time is going to be more evident within the next 6 months, which is going to be very useful information, because then you'll know what type of energy you would like to attract in your life versus the type of energy or relationships or folks that you've been coming across. I feel like in the next 6 months is specifically this type of navigating that I was just talking about, how you will be experiencing navigating through different energies of people, of folks, and really coming to a bigger picture perspective of how certain situations in the past have deflated you or have maybe had you right deflated you so such that you might struggle to see opportunities that would actually benefit you within the next 6 months. I'm not sure if there's a life partner here. I don't really see that. It's more of self-development to get you to a spot or a perspective or be emitting a frequency such that the universe will be frequencies in the universe will be attracted to that same frequency. which is how people end up finding their quote unquote life partner, just a kindred spirit. You start cultivating awareness in yourself, raising yourself to a higher frequency, and that similar frequencies out in the universe will be attracted to that frequency. And that's what I see happening here. There's a lot of cognitive development, a lot more confidence, I feel like, in yourself because you have more clarity from maybe some previous ways of thinking or situations in which it was not conducive to, you just didn't feel, well, you tell me how you feel, but just from what I'm looking at, it's like, I didn't want to invest in these other things. They weren't correct for me on a vibrational level. And I feel like within the next 6 months, through this navigating of energies, you're going to be a lot more enlightened and being attracting the type of energy that you want around you that would be most beneficial for you. Carrie, will Brian and I get back together before 2021? Hello, everybody that's been coming in or that's still here. If you have a question, feel free to leave it in the live stream chat. If you'd like to skip to the front of the chat, feel free to make a donation to my PayPal or my Cash App. So Carrie says, will Brian and I get back together before 2021? Brian, Carrie, being in interest or committed romantic relationship before 2021 with each other. With each other. Carrie, I don't see that happening before 2021. The impressions that I'm getting here from this King of Swords in reverse with this King of Wands and this Fool is there might be a lot of ego revolving around the situation that might be causing or is causing the continuation of this separation, if there is a separation right now, which it seems like there is. Just seems like someone's in a space of wanting to be right. They want to be right about something, but there's something actually incorrect with their current perspective that might leave them in a state of either anger or frustration. I hope that they're not speaking to you in this manner. But it's possible with this King of Swords in reverse that someone is speaking in a manner coming from a sense of being emotionally overwhelmed. So someone could be really taken aback and not being able to focus or think clearly. And with this King of Wands, I feel like the King of Wands could be a person that is that could be settling disputes in a fair way, but most of the time they're interested in just making sure that things are running smoothly, especially for themselves, that they have a sense of freedom. And it does come with a sense of ego here. So I'm wondering, there, Gemini, I see. And with also this Fool in reverse, it's just, it's something that's not getting started on the right foot, I believe, because, situations out of context. Maybe somebody is trying to force a situation, even though they know that looking at the situation from a third person perspective, it's not, people's mindsets are not conducive to continuing this dynamic the way that it was going. Even if there is someone here that's interested and very passionate about the situation. So let me get some clarifiers here. Any messages about this Fool in reverse? Got the King of Cups. Got the King of Cups. So I feel like there definitely is someone here who is having maybe some wishful thinking. And it can be difficult to be coming from seeing a third person perspective, and I don't know if it's matching up with the reality of the situation. I don't know if this person's just having wishful thinking, or there is an opportunity for some sort of alliance here. I'm not sure if it's going to look, I don't think it's going to look the exact same way that the dynamic was looking before. Any messages about this Fool in reverse? This Empress in reverse. It's kind of a lack of abundance here. Somebody's not receiving abundance. So like I was saying, I feel like there is some sort of resolution here in the near future, but I don't think it's going to look like how maybe you or this other person had envisioned or hoped for it. I want to look at this King of Swords in reverse. Lovers in reverse. Yeah, there's somebody, their mindset is either overwhelmed by their emotions, so they cannot think clearly, or they are very upset because there is a separation here. And I feel like there is some wishful thinking here. Someone's got some type of wishful thinking in the sense that it's not matching the reality of the situation or whatever happened between you two, or it's not matching the dynamic of the connection, which there was some sort of lack of harmony here, for lack of better words. And yeah, I feel like the future of this situation is still developing, because I see this Fool in reverse. It's something that's developing, but I don't see it in a romantic sense. There are still people here that are like, no, I don't want this, or I'm not ready for that type of energy. Yeah, somebody's not being receptive. There's one person here that's not being receptive. Either that, or there's one person here that's being a little bit too daydreamy about the situation. And of course, energy is very complex and it's changing all the time. This is just what I'm looking at right now. How do you feel in this situation, Carrie? How are you feeling in this situation? It's okay, Tatiana. You don't have to be here while I'm reading it. It's all good. I'm just interested in you've been trying to be positive. I see that. I see that. And how is this other person? How is this other person? How do you see them either reacting or responding to the situation currently? Yeah, you're welcome. Because I feel like this person is just kind of, it's got their, yes, I was a jerk, exactly. But a little over a month ago, he called late one night and apologized. Yeah, I feel like this King of Swords person is definitely that person. I feel like they are very overwhelmed by their emotions, and they, especially with this Lovers in reverse, that's might be someone that is also in a space of having difficulty making decisions for themselves that align with their values, and so they might remain in a place of stagnation, which is probably might be why this Fool is in reverse here for the future energy of you two. That's probably why things are not kicking off or getting off on the right foot, and maybe why I see one person here, this King of Cups, being receptive, and I feel like that might be you, especially because I feel like this King of Wands is you. Like how I've been saying, there's one person here that's more open to it. So I've kind of read what the energy is of where this other person is currently coming from. We talked a little bit about where your head is at and some possible energies of the future of you two here. I'm shuffling some oracle cards so that you can feel empowered in this situation. We can get some information here such that you feel empowered within this situation, because I feel like this person is still, I'm glad that they apologized, but I feel like they're still not clear in their mind. I feel like any action steps that they would take with you in terms of creating a new type of dynamic or connection with you, it's not going to go well right now. It's not going to go well right now. I don't really like where this person's head is at still. It's just very not solid. It's just not solid. There's nothing really grounding here coming from this person's energy. And so this is a message for you, Carrie, so that you can continue to empower yourself and continue on with your path, because that's all anybody's doing anyways. Even if you were in some type of traditionally monogamous relationship with this person, you both are still individuals living your own lives. You got, how can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Today's soul action. Choose one self-care action to do today. And there are 10 here, so you can always rewind this and rewatch it as many times as you want. Number 1 is set stronger boundaries. 2, meditate and listen to your heart. 3, speak to yourself with compassion. 4, focus on your strengths. 5, say no to something that isn't a soul yes. 6, say yes to something that you are afraid of. 7, let go of what you cannot control. 8, stay far away from drama and negativity. 9, ask for help and allow it. And 10, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. All right. Yes, you're welcome. I think somebody donated. Rika, wow. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I haven't seen that name in a while. I think that's G Gorgeous. Yes. I used to have a really good friend named Rika. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I hope I am. Thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. Do you want to go ahead and I'll give you a minute to post your question. All right, good. Glad to hear it. Thank you for all my new subscribers today. I really appreciate that. I hope we can get your questions answered and investigated. Yeah, Joe Beth, that's exactly what I was thinking about because I just saw my email notification that you had subscribed. Thank you. What are JRM's feelings and actions towards me after I ignored him yesterday? Okay. So we're looking at JRM's. For some reason, I'm seeing you know those buggy cars? Those like, I think they're Volkswagen. Are buggies Volkswagen? Anyways, I'm just seeing this tiny yellow car driving, and that may or may not have anything to do with your question here. Let's see what we got here. What are JRM's feelings and actions towards G after G ignored them yesterday? Could be a sense of maybe feeling small, but still continuing on. Let's see here. JRM's feelings and actions towards G after they were ignored by G. They definitely have some things to say. I feel like their dreams, so to speak, because this person is wanting a connection with you. This person is genuinely wanting some type of dynamic with you, and I feel like they felt kind of squashed. I feel like they kind of felt a little, like they got a little deflated. Deflated. Oh, thank you. This person is wanting connection with you. This person is wanting your attention, and they're still holding strong to that. I feel like it might have caused some. They're feeling maybe a little bit frustrated as to how to proceed forward after being ignored by you. Look at this. I got the Two of Cups, the Seven of Cups reversed with the King of Cups. Um, I'm wondering how grounded. I feel like this person, what they feel in themselves might be very solid, but how they come across maybe might not be as grounded as how their emotions feel to them. Um, and so feeling a little deflated, possibly. There's something here about attention. I feel like this person might be wanting your attention. I hope that they are being respectful about it. With this King of Cups, they might be. With the Seven of Cups reversed, there might be a tendency to be emotionally manipulative, but I would hope not, because I can see that there is a desire here to be having some sort of mutual ground here. Yes, they have a lot of water. And grounding might be something that this thing is working on. This person is working on. Because I've got this King of Cups, and they're in the middle of the ocean on their throne here, but they're seated on some sort of like concrete slab. They're not just thrown in the ocean. There is some sort of grounding there. And these couple of cards just popped up. They know they're having to move forward and proceed on. It's difficult because they want some sort of attention or recognition. And they're trying to be cool about it, I feel like. They're trying to be cool about it and not rush something. They're trying to be kind of diplomatic and have some sort of structure here. I feel like they're trying to work on that. So, I mean, to answer your question, they're feeling a little deflated, but the willingness is still there because the emotional connection is kind of fueling it, or this person's emotional desires are kind of fueling them trying to be having some sort of mutual connection with you. It's definitely a wish. It's definitely a wish of theirs. That I don't know if they always see what their wishes or desires are actually going to bring them in the physical plane. You know, when you wish for something and then it finally happens, and then you were like, I wasn't expecting it to look like this. I feel like that's what this person kind of gets themselves into. I could be totally wrong, but that's just kind of what I'm picking up on. So this person still wants some type of dynamic with you. They're very much in their feelings, trying to have some sort of structure, maybe even trying to back down a little bit while still finding some way to get your attention. They're trying to figure out a way to kind of do their own thing, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to see the bigger picture here. All right. Let me pull a oracle for you just because I'm getting the chills on my body for some reason. Any messages for G? Oh, well, you're welcome. I hope that it resonated with you. G, I love this card. Do I believe that I am worthy? You are worthy, you are deserving, and you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life that you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. So that's something to be thinking about throughout the day. Maybe there's a way you can incorporate that in your day. And thank you for your question, G. All right. S SC, I've got a donation here, and I see your question. That's what's up. Oh, I'm getting the chills on my body. I appreciate the love. So, hello everybody that's come in or that's coming in right now. If you have a question, hey SC, I see your question. I'm about to answer it or just investigate it. If you have a question, feel free to leave it in the live stream chat. If you'd like to skip to the front of the chat, feel free to make a donation to my PayPal or my Cash App. Right now, I've got SC on my donation list here. Will I make it here financially? Okay. Hi, SC. How are you today? Are you thinking about your finances? Hello, everybody coming in. So this is for SC. Will they make it financially where they're at? Will they be financially successful with where they're at? I need to drink some more water today. I'm not drinking enough water today. That's not good. That's not good. That's okay. All right, let's see here. Working on so many new things, lost my job, and injured. I'm so sorry that you're hurting, and that you seem to be struggling with some things right now. Let's see what we got going on here. I did a Celtic cross spread here. We've got the position of you and your being versus doing. I do see this. All right, how's that? Can y'all see and hear me now? It's back? Okay, good. I'm glad. So I was saying this King of Swords in reverse, as opposed in regards to how you are feeling. You might be feeling frantic, not seeing how things are playing out. Even in regards to making decisions right now for yourself, it's like, I don't know how to make a just or a good judgment here in terms of moving forward. I feel like the correct state of action right now is this hanged person here, even though that might feel uncomfortable sometimes, just, being in a space of taking no action. This is the correct place where you are supposed to be at right now. So if you've been kind of hanging back and kind of being in a space of reflecting and gaining some new perspectives about where your current situation is at, you're doing it correctly. I feel like hanging back and kind of having a more passive is not bad. Passive just means that you are kind of reflecting more, which is definitely needed if someone, especially if someone is coming from a space of not knowing how to take action next. going within yourself and looking at the situation, how it's played out up to this point is very, very key in moving forward. The basis here, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So basis is just, it's a position describing a situation that led up to your current situation. And I'm seeing here that there is something of financial gain that led up to this point, or a situation in which you are working with other people. We'll do some clarifiers on that. There's definitely a sense here of working with other people that has led up to this situation. And I actually am seeing some balance here. There was a sense of balance. Um, I feel like maybe before this had happened. So let's look at the recent past situation. Maybe there was a good influx, or a balanced influx of money coming through here. Maybe it was just maybe a good work environment or something. We'll do some clarifiers on that. In the past, I've got this Eight of Cups in reverse, and how this past position plays into this situation. Is it something that happened that could have happened long ago that still has some sort of, you're getting some idea. How you're thinking now is having some idea that is based off of a situation that has happened in the past. So I've got this Eight of Cups in reverse, and there might have been some stagnation, some stuckness here. It could actually even be going along with this Six of Pentacles. Maybe there was something that needed to get left behind that, you didn't end up walking away from, even though you maybe should have. This could be a situation that emotionally just feels very draining, because it seems like something is continuing going on and on and on, and there's no real sense of resolution here. We can get some clarifiers on that as well. As a possible outcome, I've got the King of Cups here. So this is if things continue the way that they are going, there is going to be some sort of understanding here emotionally, some sort of emotional enlightenment, which this King of Cups is someone that makes decisions for their future based on being in alignment with their heart space. So basically listening to their intuition. Very, very different than this King of Swords person that's this current energy that's feeling overwhelmed by their emotions. I feel like this reflective process that you're going through right now is definitely going to get you into a space of something that's going to be more beneficial for you. And I'm still seeing the Six of Pentacles here, but we'll do some clarifiers on that. I can see that this boat here, there's a boat on here, and there's some movement that's being guided by your emotions. And there is something of a reward here as a result, whether it's clarity. I believe that it's emotional clarity, but a lot of times emotional clarity can lead you to financial success because you're sure of what you want and what you need. I feel like this is about what you need right now, being in touch with what you need. Possible future. We've got another king. We've got this King of Pentacles. This is a person that they're just dripping in material gain. This person knows their value. They have a good hold of their finances. So I want to answer your question with a yes. It depends. Everything depends on the choices that you are making. This is just energy that I'm reading right here. I don't believe that there is a way that someone can say 100% in the future, this is going to happen. This is just energy reading what the current energy levels right now. And if things keep going in this way, then there will be financial stability here. But it seems like it's essential that you go through this process of hanging back and kind of maybe healing yourself if that's what you're doing to gain. I have to absolutely think that this is about healing the self, to gain some emotional understanding, what it is that you need emotionally to feel fulfilled here and feel happy is going to lead you to this financial gain that you're desiring. 100%. Well, I can't say 100%. I can say 100% that this is what I'm feeling from looking at the different energies and being exposed to the different energies of this reading. So we've got another card that indicates the self. This Five of Pentacles is feeling kind of hopeless. I feel like there are some resources that you might be able to reach out to, but maybe there's a sense of like when you want to reach out to help or ask somebody for help, you're like, no, I can't do that. And I don't think that that is, I think that the help is around you. And I think it's okay to ask for it. I feel like you, if that's not the situation, if the help is not the situation, I feel like you are going to start pulling yourself out of a space of feeling like you're on the inside looking out. You know, that maybe that you are feeling alone and that you are like helpless and that your situation just keeps turning on and on and on, which I feel like might be coming from a situation that has happened in the past that maybe's got you in a mindset of kind of stopping yourself before you start to do something. And maybe that's why this King of Cups energy is so important for you to get in touch with. What are your emotional needs here? Because I feel like the help is there to be able to be coming out of a situation, coming out from the cold, so to speak. We've got your environment right now. I've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I don't know if you are in, if you're living alone and you're feeling kind of lonely, maybe, or there's been some type of separation within your family dynamic. If you've got a specific family dynamic going on here, um, you know, something that I like to incorporate when I am feeling overwhelmed by my negative thinking and my behavior patterns or my thinking patterns that I've normalized, regardless of how healthy or actually realistic they are, is putting myself in a state of gratefulness, because when you're thinking about certain things that you are grateful for, it could just be, I'm grateful for having this shirt on me right now. You know, or else I might be like cold or something. Putting yourself in a grateful mindset, you'll notice that it's difficult, probably impossible, to be fearful and grateful at the same time. So it literally puts you in a new state of mind that might be encouraging to your confidence, which might help with this maybe feeling hopeless about your current state or situation. Because this is definitely going to turn around. It's requiring you being in this state of reflection that you're currently in, sitting back and really getting in touch with what you need emotionally. We've got your hopes and fears here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you're thinking or fearing that things won't come together, either financially or that maybe in a job setting, like if you were, things won't be harmonized within some sort of work dynamic. Maybe you feel like you won't get the opportunity, or you fear that you won't get the opportunity to kind of be in a situation where you're putting your 2 cents in, or you're developing the growth of either your finances or some sort of wish to be in a conducive, harmonic work environment that would probably help you feel more empowered. And we've got another outcome position here. There's a possible outcome here, which is this King of Cups, and we've got this outcome here, which is the Magician in reverse. And the difference between those two is that the possible one is kind of more tentative. It's kind of more like based on day to day what you're doing. And this outcome here is a little bit maybe more solid, based on the energies that you are either feeling or thinking right now. Like if you are going to continue to be in a state of doubt and anxiety and doubting yourself, then it's going to lead to this outcome here. It has a high chance of leading to this outcome. This magician in reverse is again someone who has the resources available for them, to them, but their willpower is kind of crushed, so they're not even thinking about how they could be using their willpower and taking action steps, utilizing their resources in a way that could be beneficial for them to be moving forward. Maybe they lack the courage, maybe you don't see how something's going to play out, so you just don't take any action at all. But what you could be doing during this time, especially if you are physically healing, is changing your perspective maybe about your confidence. Maybe you're changing your perspective about where you're at emotionally. What's not been very emotionally fulfilling to you? What would be more emotionally fulfilling to you? Because I see that type of thinking, this type of trail of thinking is going to lead to financial stability here, with in regards to where you are at physically. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. I kind of want to get a clarifier for this magician in reverse, and then I want to pull you an oracle card. Ace of Swords, you're going to have some type of epiphany. Bet I can count on this. You are going to have some type of clarity about how you play a role in this situation in regards to how you are going to get financially stable with in regards to where you are at. And I'm feeling like it has a lot to do with you feeling emotionally secure, paying attention to how you feel, what's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. I know I keep repeating that, but I feel that it just keeps coming up here. I feel like the help is there, and you're going to be having this epiphany, this realization here about how to get yourself out of this. But while you're in this state of kind of hanging yourself, hanging yourself up, because there's not much else you can do, you could be thinking about, well, everything that I just mentioned. I won't repeat it again. I just want to see this Eight of Cups in reverse again. Queen of Swords in reverse is some self-doubt. I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt here. Feels like there's a lot of doubting yourself, maybe even speaking to yourself in a negative way. And I feel like that's what needs to kind of be examined and removed from the psyche and replaced with something else. I hear that. There's still more to this picture. Um, and if the help hasn't come along yet, I would say keep looking for it in areas maybe that you haven't thought of. Um, but in any event, I do see you getting yourself to financial stability regarding where you are at. And I feel like there's nothing to be fearing about um, the state that you are at, kind of hanging back and not necessarily being in a state of action. That's kind of just how things are right now, and that's okay. Let me pull an oracle for you. There's an epiphany coming. There is some mental clarity coming in regards to how you are going to get yourself out of this situation. Messages for SC, any advice for them in regards to, well, their finances, but anything that would help them feel empowered or get them to their desired outcome here? Who can I serve today? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? Today's soul action, listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Let me get another one for you. I love that card. Any other messages for SC? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head. This is what we've been talking about. And pay attention to your heart's desires instead. This is exactly what we've been talking about. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. This is something that is requiring you, even from this card, to come from your heart space. Today's soul action, ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. This is key. We've been talking about this since we started doing the reading. This is key to moving forward and meeting the outcome that you would like. Even if it's a financial one, it's going to take you there. All right, so I love these cards for you, and the future is looking very bright for you financially. And it looks like emotionally, there's a lot of clarity to be had when you are in a space of listening to your emotional needs. All right. Hey, thank you for your question, SC. I appreciate your donation as well. All right, y'all, I'm going to be ending this live stream in about 15 minutes. I can't take the time to, when I see that sometimes that people, hey, Lakeisha, oh, I'll definitely get to you. I see people in the chat constantly being like, hey, did you answer my question? Hey, did you skip me? And like, I'm not going to be able to answer you because I'm really needing to focus on the reading. So, I moved from the top of the chat to the bottom. Just so you know, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not going to be able to give you attention and answer your question as to whether or not you have had a reading because I have to focus. So maybe take some personal responsibility and hang out and wait for your question. I can't be responsible for letting you know. And I appreciate y'all understanding. I'm going to give you the same attention to your question when it comes to be your time. All right, I've got Lakeisha. Oh, why did I turn my phone? Got Lakeisha here. And did Patrick and his baby mama break up? If so, what happened? All right, let's see here. there's something cautionary about this dynamic or this relationship. I'm saying that because I saw an orange cone, and I'm interpreting that to mean that there is something of caution. There's something of warning here. They're trying to get attention. There's something trying to get attention. So let's see. Did they break up? Are they broken up? Are Patrick and control? I do not think that they have broken up. Um, by that, I mean, I think that they are still trying to, they're still trying to move forward, but it's in a very contained or a controlled environment. Very contained and controlled. But I don't think that they are broken up. It's almost like somebody won't let go. It's almost like somebody is trying to even control how much information other people see from an outsider's perspective. It's almost like one person is really, I don't know how else to describe it other than being controlling and containing. No, I have not seen them. They're not separated, I don't believe. It's like somebody has like a he deleted her off of his Facebook. I see. There's almost kind of like somebody still has some sort of control over the other person and is even making restrictions, or there's something restrictive about how much other people can see of their dynamic, like kind of like a secrecy type thing. I feel like somebody else is trying to navigate their way out of this while the other person is being controlling. I feel like someone's trying to navigate themselves out of this, but it's kind of like they are, I don't know if they're not used to making choices by themselves or without thinking about the opinion of this other person, and that's what's new for them. She has control over him. Okay. Because it's almost like this person is like if they had been kidnapped and like kept in a basement or something and they had just escaped and they're like looking around at their surroundings like, I don't know how to make a choice for myself because I haven't in a while. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, which isn't awful because it's an indication that this person is still trying to move out of this. Um, and that's what they're trying to do. There's a serious amount of control here, but I think this person knows, or I want them to know, that they can make choices and decisions for themselves. And, that's what everybody here should be doing. It's not about, I don't wake up every day living my life for somebody else. I get up every day, like my molecules and my cells and shit, like they get me up so I can live my life. And I feel like one person here, maybe Patrick, is coming to this realization, albeit it's taking a while, for them to come to this realization that they can make their own choices. And yes, their actions are going to have consequences, but that's just the way things go. They're not always going to be negative consequences. I feel if anything, continuing on with this person is just going to continue to generate negative consequences. I feel like Patrick is maybe even a very caring person that takes into account other people's feelings. And that's especially why this is not working here. Because it's not a conducive environment for this natural way of being to come about. And I feel like they're getting closer to themselves and knowing this part of themselves. And it's kind of bringing them out of this dynamic with this person. Because I actually feel like this Patrick person is actually very caring. I feel like they have an innate ability, maybe even if it's just with their children. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting the chills all over my body. I want to see if within the next, let's say 3 months, let's see if Patrick is still taking some steps to remove themselves from this person. Because they definitely need some support. In the next 3 months, will Patrick take steps moving away from their child's mother and becoming more independent, making choices for themselves? Yes. 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Yep. It's cultivating. They're cultivating it right now. I feel like they're cultivating the belief in themselves and getting to know this caring aspect of themselves, because it 100% negates the type of environment that they are in with this other person. And I think that they can see that. Either that or they just feel it. They are going to escape from this person. And I would say within the next 3 months. Within the next 3 months, you should definitely, this person even should be definitely seeing an escape from the current situation that they're in, possibly even moving into a new location. It's possible that this person is even moving into a new house or a new living situation. Because I don't know if they live together, if they just hang out a lot together, but I feel like this person is actually going to take steps to get a new living situation. I see this within the next 3 months. They're cultivating this awareness for sure. They live together. Okay. I could even see this person moving away from that house and living in a new situation. Lakeisha, I'm going to do an oracle for you, and then that's going to be my time for this live stream. I appreciate y'all being patient. If you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for when I come back on. I know it's been about a week since I went on, but I've just had other things going on, just a lot of self-development things as well. And I'm house sitting. That's why this house looks different than my usual background. And so I've got kind of like time crunches, and I'm trying to make everything work and flow together. So Lakeisha, messages for Lakeisha. What is my body telling me right now? Our body speaks to us. Through physical pain or discomfort, our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears, and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body, and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Today's soul action, get the book Heal Your Body by Louise L. Hay and find the answers toward which your body is guiding you. I've gotten this one pretty often recently because I have a lot of back pain, and it's required me to kind of sit and pay attention to my body to understand where the source of my pain is coming from. And my back pain is actually coming from a space of feeling on guard all the time. And I'll like instantly like hunch my shoulders because I can have a tendency to get really anxious, especially if I'm around other people. I think other people want bad things for me, and that's coming from a sense of anxiety, which is coming from maybe a pattern. um, yeah, meditation, 100%, 100%. uh, just kind of reworking patterns or ways of thinking that are actually outdated and that don't support you currently. So that's just my experience with this body card to kind of maybe give you an idea of what maybe this card is implying. So thank you everybody for being in the chat today. I appreciate having you here, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow at around the same time. Thinking maybe like what time did I get back today? Around 9:30, 9:30. Well, that's my time, a.m. It's 11 a.m. for me right now. But wherever you're at, I'll be back around the same time tomorrow. So y'all take care. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.